Hello guys, you're welcome to Confessions on Truth Hurts podcast. Well, we have such an interesting story. Should I say interesting stories today? But let me not get ahead of myself. Let us let you know the faces that are going to be laboring on this particular point. Let us start with the familiar. Should we start with the familiar faces? Let me see. Absolutely not. Let us start with this beauty seated right beside me. Singer and entrepreneur, a beauty with a lot of brains, a sweetheart for us all on this set. Ladies and gentlemen, please let's welcome none other than the beautiful, the gorgeous, the talented Renew. Hi. Thanks for joining us on Truth Hearts podcast.
My pleasure.
How are you today?
Is everything?
You did okay? You did good? You don't chop? All thing they fine?
Never chop.
Hey, mommy.
I never chop.
You bad, eh? Yeah. Really bad. Anyway, let's proceed. We'll see how we solve that problem later on. Yeah, we'll solve. We also have my biggie, my personal biggie, Mr. Emmanuel. Hello and welcome to Truth Hurts podcast.
It's been a while.
It's been a minute.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you too.
Happy to be here. And I know it's going to be a wonderful time.
Oh, I'm sure it will be. I also have my main man, Brother Jude and the Lord Jesus, Brother Jude of the Most High, my brother in Christ.
Hallelujah.
Hello and welcome.
Thank you very much. I hope you pray today.
Oh, yes, I pray. Me, I've been a strong church girl, no play. Don't mind all this small rascality here and there.
So all that small thing you talk about, that makes sense. So,
Toxic stuff.
okay, so, I am happy to be here today as usual. When I sit down with you, I know it's going to be hot, so let's get on it.
Okay, let's get to our confession. Whew. All right. Lend me your ears, lady and gentlemen. What do you advise a woman who is married, who has been married for 3 years, and her husband only touches her once in a while or twice a month? And the worst part is he doesn't last more than 5 minutes. And since she has been sex starved and she doesn't come, but mostly does so only after sex, she feels horny all the time. Looks like she has never had an orgasm since she got married. Now the matter that on ground, dear people of God, how we will handle this one today for our sister. We don't get married for 3 years, but they say nyolos, never really they catch. I'm gonna start with Renew because people should wait a bit. It's a woman matter. It's a fellow sister that is complaining. This is a woman that is married. What do you make of the story in entirety? The fact that it has also all gotten to the public first.
Yeah. That means it's really bad. For that level where you say no, me cry for help. It's terrible. But why would I ask for married people for advice married people?
They will give a take on the topic. Our fellow sister.
She's married already, and it's her husband. I think I'm shy, but I have to say it. Will I buy dildo now?
Good point.
Yeah,
it
because
makes
she
sense.
cannot look for it outside. She's married. Is it going to be cheating? It's going to be a non-living.
I don't think it's going to be cheating. Like you said, it's a non-living thing. It's not like she's going out of her home to get it. Yeah, so
Cheating is only with a living thing.
yes, I think so.
Do you know how bad it is for? There's an idea that men really love sex. Like,
Yeah.
but women do too.
Thank you.
More than
And,
men, right?
Yes,
I don't know.
think so. I think
Because
so.
I've
But they
always been
really do.
advocating for the fact
And-
that women love it more.
I don't know the women you have met,
Okay.
but it's sure that you have stories to tell us.
Hey
here.
Lord,
Yeah.
hey Lord, toxic.
Women do like sex as well. So after he's done, he's okay, which is very sad.
Yeah.
And most men don't think about their wives or their girls or their whatever during sex. It's always about them. I just call hit and run or hit and sleep kind of men. It's important that you start putting your wife's feelings into consideration. If not, should buy dildo. You can order it on Amazon or there are many people that sell these things on TikTok. So
Okay.
If her husband cannot do the job, she has to do the job herself. It might not be the same, but man will do how.
I totally agree. Me, I don't even think that dildos and sex toys should only be introduced when there's a cheating matter. That's why your husband is not around. How will you know?
And I don't
If he
think
stays
legal.
out for long, why is
Are
he?
they legal?
Yes, I say. What do you mean by is it legal? It's legal.
Very legal.
Anyway, but what do you
Really?
people think about the story, Biggie? What do you think about it?
I think at the end of the day, I always say I'm a Christian, but there are certain points where I little bit don't very much agree. I always believe that for two persons who have to get married, they should try something before they get married.
Yeah.
I think when you try something one or two times, you know what you're getting into.
True.
And you're sure. I feel like when you're very certain that you guys have to settle down, I feel like you need to try one or two.
When you say one or two things, it is the
That's
the testing
Let's
of
use
the
Christian,
Yes.
Christian
That
language. You have to
Let me put
fornicate.
because I feel I always tell people that the main reason for marriage is to legally have sex.
So knock.
Okay.
If not, I think that's the only purpose why people, for me, I think
Yeah.
is that you legally can comfortably do it. Without
get
anybody. In
pregnant
fact,
and
in
you're
fact
not
people
ashamed
will- and people will
walk
even
on
force
the
you to do it
streets.
because when you actually get in there and nothing is happening, it becomes a problem.
Yeah.
And for a lady who had to go through the marriage process and then sex is not supposed to be rational. That's for me. If it's 5 times
Yeah.
a day,
Twice a month.
if it's when I get that kind of story, it's pity.
Wait, how many times is okay for people that are married?
It depends. If they're sexually active, why not every day?
No time is okay.
Every day. How?
Yeah.
If they are in the mood, why not
Yeah.
every day?
The more the better.
Because I think that sex,
No, I agree with you.
No, it's true.
The more
I
the
think
the
better.
that
more the
sex,
better.
sex brings them closer. Even
Yeah.
more like every time you get closer. So why not get closer every day?
No. One thing I'll tell you about sex is that, true, contrary to popular belief, sex doesn't resolve a problem, but sex puts an ambience for a problem to be well approached. Say you have a problem with your partner and there's high, you guys are not able to agree on something,
Write that down,
and then the tension is high. There's just a lot of tension.
Yeah.
After a very hot session, trust you me, the whole
Hot session.
the whole session when you guys come back to the topic,
Yeah.
you approach it differently.
Differently, yeah.
Yeah, but I always ask this question: how do you have an erection when you are really in the midst of a serious problem? How do you have an erection? Because for women, sometimes they probably would just sometimes when they're shouting, they might get wet in the process. But for a man, it takes a lot of energy to get an erection.
No.
How do you get
I have a
that?
feeling that Jude and I will fight a lot.
Yes,
I think at the end of the day, it's about your mind. When you're having an argument with someone you feel for, sometimes you're mad, but sometimes you're in a crazy mood. It happens.
Okay.
You are not supposed to give me your take on this lady's issue generally from a general perspective before we get into dissecting what a solution is going to look like.
Yeah. One thing for sure is when you get into marriage already, you have signed up for something which you already know. Like they always say, one of the key points when people want to get married is the fact that they are going to live through thick and thin, for better, for worse. So you already know before getting into it that there are going to be good moments and there are going to be bad
That
moments.
one is not a
So-
that one will be bad moment.
Yes, no, it's part of the bad moments, of course. It could be, it's the good thing is
That's
that the
not
man
bad moment,
the
though.
first thing is that the man is active. That's the first thing.
What active man does 5 minutes?
Yeah, 5 minutes. It could be a problem. You
Straight
get
bullet.
it? The man might not have
Straight
started a 5 minutes man, but in the
She
course
said
of
it's
it,
been 3 years.
yes, it's been 3 years. But were they dating or have they been married just for 3 years? Of course not.
Who told you that before in that marriage
You
they
are
were
reading
doing
the
it?
story
That's why
as
Biggie was
came
saying
to
that.
us.
Yes, that's why I was saying that it's
No.
good.
The man. See, I always tackle these things from the middle because there is a lot of things that happen after people have come together. For instance, you see a nice girl, you talk to her, and you're still very excited. Your libido is still very high and hers. So sex is very much part of you. But when you start going deep into the thing, there are times that maybe problems will come and they'll calm you down. Maybe
Alive.
no,
Alive.
3 years.
3 years in woman.
Okay.
See, I actually so tell you and your gender, people are very selfish. Una dey so una over selfish. Man, say tell una. On the private, no. You may just start am, more spoil am. Yeah, more spoil am. Because it didn't matter for private parts. Didn't matter for private part. Una never always think all about una self.
Who?
That's for that point.
No be about ourselves. What I'm saying is that the man, if they do 5 minutes, they do them 1 or 2 times in a month.
She doesn't
Make
even
they
come.
talk. Yes, she doesn't come, but coming not be even part of this story.
Hey,
God,
They coming, right?
hey, she said it.
See,
She does not have
They
pleasure.
talk say about 70% or more of women never really attend orgasm like that. It's not easy.
Because it is easy.
Attending orgasm is not an easy task.
It's because you people, serious people.
We don't really
So-
care. You signed up for it. You have to do it.
You don't have to learn how
okay,
you
together
learn
we can do it.
woman's
You get it.
body.
Orgasm is supposed to be a together thing. You and me will come together, plan for our orgasm and have it together. Because the more orgasm you have, the more happy I will be. A woman who is sexually satisfied will be a happy woman.
This woman talk say never orgasm. You know that I say no talk say she said that she
my
orgasm is not in her
savior.
thing.
Right
Approach it
now.
from a scientific point of view.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Oh yeah.
And from anyway. Part of
Scientific
propaganda
and
is
married man point of view.
Human resource, when we study human resource,
Yeah.
one of the subjects we do is sexology, because one of the things that motivate an employee is how the private life is all about.
Yeah.
Sometimes how you leave your house to the work. Imagine you woke up in the morning and your wife staffed you.
Yeah.
Sometimes it affects your day. So we actually look at the things that motivate.
That's right.
Now, I will say this. The problem I really have with this story is the fact that it's twice a month. Let me learn to what I want to say.
Yeah.
There's a lot of, in African culture, there's a lot of what we ignore, which is preliminary. A lot of Africans don't understand that sex is not the penetration, is the process.
Yeah.
The
That's
build up
from
to
the
it.
mood.
Foreplay, the build, yeah.
From the
Yeah.
mood, you build the mood, from how you start the session and how you get. I mean, the penetration is just the final
So
phase.
sex
Yeah.
is a whole
So,
service.
normally, 5 minutes is enough
Yeah.
for a lady to arrive orgasm, provided you've actually done that process.
Yeah.
And also, it's how the technique you do. It's like, well, if you go, we might find ourselves in another debate of how long or small should it be, but that's for another day. But I
Hey,
mean,
what long or small what?
the man's dick should
This
be.
thing.
if I can-
Please, size matters.
Yes.
Thank you.
No, I'll
Continue,
say,
big.
no, scientists have proven, okay, that it's a whole process. It's like true men can quickly be satisfied before the women,
Yeah.
but that's when I always say there's a difference between sex and love making. Sex is that I just feel like I need this urge, and pap, I get it, I'm done. The love session is the process, the mood, the evening. Because the way ladies are, she can actually get orgasm at 2 minutes of penetration when you've set the mood prior to that moment.
Yeah.
By the time you're starting the process, she's already
When you have
already-
even used other parts of your body to give her.
So that's what I'm saying. So,
Yeah.
so 5 minutes. So that's why I say 5 minutes for me is not where the problem lies.
Yeah.
Provided the guy. But now when the lady now says she's not satisfied, it means the guy doesn't
Yeah.
actually take the time.
They,
to-
she,
doesn't
she,
do
she, she
enough-
said the last line
Sad.
is before you make your point, she said that after every sexual encounter, she's always feeling unsatisfied. She's always feeling horny.
True.
When woman start horny, so tomorrow will go find Oga Baltazar.
If you come over, find them, and say don't cheat, and we'll castigate you.
In fact, Rini, you wanted to say something.
Yeah, I'm just wondering how sad her life can be,
Well,
because
yeah.
sex to a woman, especially when she's married, I think is one of the best things that she's supposed
It
to
is.
get.
It's not one. It is.
You know, apart from they take money and go spoil herself fat.
Yeah.
You know, I can just imagine how sad she is. You know, when see people say me, you know, come and all.
Well,
No, have a minute to
Think about it.
it.
Let it soak in.
yeah.
Moment of
It's
silence.
so sad.
It's very difficult.
She has to look for a solution. And
Yeah, it's
we
very-
cannot advise her to go cheat.
I think that Jude has a problem with women having an orgasm because
No,
I don't
no,
understand.
I don't.
You keep saying that orgasm no be
I
the part
don't.
of the problem.
No.
But you know, so when you
what-
you go come.
That's the issue. That's where I was going to get at. It's difficult for a man to have sex without attaining orgasm. I don't even know if it exists.
It is.
It's rather a problem that sometimes men attain the orgasm so fast that they feel satisfied early.
And that
get
is why
it?
you should
That's what I'm trying to.
invest
Yes,
in giving a
exactly.
woman
So
something.
for us, it's a different thing altogether. But now, if the man is a 5 minutes man, we are talking about penetration. What about the other aspect? That's what I was talking about, planning and ensuring that you can I mean, he has taken time to explain that. I cannot even overstress on that anymore. But it has to be a two-man thing.
Exactly.
It cannot be a one-person thing. It should be them together.
I think that
planning
first of all, you were citing that percentage of close to. Mrs. I don't do that research. Close to 70% of women do not attain an orgasm and the rest. It is because of the selfish partners that they have. It is not that hard to give a woman an orgasm.
Yeah.
No.
And how many of them?
Really?
Yeah. Yes.
How to do it?
Some women
So easy to
attain
do.
it so easily before even sometimes even give a woman the orgasm that ping go be na for yourself, really you're not really glad. You go just give you the matter, engage with you very well.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
Sometimes men know the
Me
you
too,
know
I
they
agree.
use their tongue,
Me
you
too,
know
I
use their
agree.
finger fine, you know they use their
No, the thing is,
Yeah,
a lot of
thank
men,
you.
one thing I agree is that, well, I agree that the selfishness in the men comes in is that men don't take time to study their partners.
Yep.
You see, when it comes to sex with ladies, there are ladies who are clitoral
Yeah.
and there are some that are. So you need to actually know what works best.
For your woman.
And that's why I say it's marriage. Because at least we can actually open up on that topic because it's
Yes.
marriage.
Yeah.
You cannot at any marry a lady. That's why I say the reason why the guy is first of all comfortable having sex twice a month shows that he's conscious that something is not okay. And that's a double selfishness because, their relationships, either the man or the woman, they have a secret and they comfortably hide it from you. You see those kind of men who say, no, let's not have sex now, let's wait until we get married. You feel like he's just a very good guy, but the guy has a lot he's keeping in his cupboard, and once you get in,
He's a Christian guy.
no, that's why I said some guys actually are good like that, but they have a lot that they're hiding. And when you get in, and honestly, we cannot openly say go for dildos because the dangers of dildos is that you get addicted too much so that you will not even care about the guy again. Yeah, so that's why I said the danger of it is that we can actually recommend if we don't want to say cheating, but the dangers of those things is when you get attached to it,
Yeah.
honestly, you would even the 1 or 2 times you will not even want again.
So what should she do?
I feel the first thing, because the first thing is she's brought it out, I can understand her frustration. The next thing is that the man needs a therapist. A lot of these erectile dysfunctions, it's aside from the ones
you
that can
think
be.
that is even erectile dysfunction? Maybe he's also cheating.
No. It cannot be
On the
cheating.
contrary, a man who is
Cannot-
cheating will last
It's more
longer.
active. Yes. The more, the better. No, it's true.
I'll be honest, a man who is
The more
sexually-
sex you have,
Yes.
the stronger you become.
Astute.
It's true.
No, I'll be honest with you, the more a man, because
So that means say if I come marry my master the last, that means
no, let's not confuse.
So he has been cheating on me.
Let's not
that's
confuse.
what Judy is saying.
No,
No.
let's not confuse.
That's what I heard
No.
you say.
No, let's not.
No.
I need to call my boyfriend after this.
The truth is this, okay?
Yeah.
A man, there are guys who are naturally endowed that we can put aside, like they have the strength. But the point is, a man who actually cheats will last long. Because even in a sex session between partners, the first round always sounds a little lighter, the second round always lasts longer. So you can imagine that if I'm constantly in an active session, I'm always be lasting. The difference may be in the quantity of the release. If you're wise enough, you will know. I wouldn't talk anymore about that. Let me go for that. Say,
Yeah? Wait.
I'm not repeating what I just said.
I'll write that down in my diary.
Your daddy go flop.
The quantity of the pap.
So what I'm saying is, at the end of the day, if it's an erectile dysfunction, which is medical, the man needs help. Sometimes it's stress because stress also has a toll on men.
True.
There are men when they're stressed, you can do nothing. So I just feel like the first thing we need to help, if we want to go by the very moral way, is that the man needs help.
Wait, I want to ask a question.
Yeah.
Let's assume that the guy has a micro penis. That's something that cannot be solved.
A micro.
It can be solved.
It can.
A micro penis can be solved.
I'll tell you what.
Let's just assume.
Is it that they finish to give him something to increase it?
Say, go big pass the way you already do.
Okay, more run with the narrative.
Now, if you are going by the narrative, right? She
Yeah.
didn't mention that, but if you want to go by
Yeah.
the narrative, it can be resolved.
Oh, really?
Yes, it's
It's
possible.
therapy. It can.
Listen
You know
up,
that.
When therapy has said the thing
Stop,
go
guys.
big.
Yeah,
Stop,
it-
guys.
yeah, it's not going to
Nobody
be.
increase.
Not that it's going to live from 5 to 10.
It increases.
It's a
It's
process.
very
It can
possible.
be. It's a process.
What are people telling us? It will increase or
It
she will learn to live
increases.
with
Yes, it can increase naturally.
Naturally, there's a minimum because there's
Yeah.
a length that is now handicapped. You understand? But there's a minimum length that from that length and above, if you know how to use it, you're good to go.
Please, what's the
I'm just
minimum?
saying.
Let me check.
I'm just saying that when it is an issue, that cannot be resolved. I mean,
If it's an issue that cannot be resolved,
Yes,
so you're married already.
Penis
You-
is an issue that cannot be
if-
resolved.
if
What
the-
should the
if
lady
the
do?
reason why
Yes, they
you're
have to-
able to have sex
They should
more
have
than twice a
they should
month.
have a conversation. No.
Would that resolve the
No,
problem?
no,
Big?
see, Biggie, there is something. What she's asking, right? You're asking if it's a micro penis, it means they have to learn to live with it because that is what he has from day
Yes.
one, from inception. So they need to learn how to use it
No,
and get the most of it.
No.
Use what you have and get the most
I'll
of
tell
it
you, I know couples.
How you use something
because
that is
you are
fine?
married already.
I'll be honest with you right
Is the
now.
minute-
You are married already.
I have sessions.
What do you want to do? You want to change it?
In part of the things I do in life, I have sessions with couples. I
Okay.
know couples who use sex toys.
Okay.
That means they are okay with it. The lady understands that is because there are some ladies who have a high libido. You just don't can't process it. You cannot do that. Just like you have some men also that have that energy.
Yeah.
So you have some couples, the man knows that okay, if there's maximum I can give you 2. But the lady can go for 4. So they are okay with the fact that they can buy. Sometimes it's a
It's the man who buys.
But sometimes it's a man.
Biggie should be saying now that you are married now. What's it? There's nothing to hide again. Just tell us the thing.
There are some couples that is.
Please bring your mic closer to your
Yeah.
mouth. Let's not miss out on that vital.
I'll tell you. There are some couples. You get a couple for instance who says she wants this thing, she's going to talk with a man. If a man agrees on. You've had people who says I want, maybe they're looking for toys and then they're disconversing and they're trying to propose one and she wants the approval of the man. You understand? The man picks it out because the man understands that listen, I need to satisfy my wife.
Facts.
So that's why I say the couple need to have a conversation, not about divorce or cheat, because having a small penis doesn't mean I cannot fertilize. It means maybe when it's time for pregnancy, we can do the do for that. But if it's about the pleasure, where I can end, this other can take face.
But wait. That one is just selfish.
Very selfish
Come
man,
to think
mama.
of it, is
Very.
it only the penis that makes the woman?
Let's
See.
now come to the other things
It's-
that you can use. Why is that some of you don't like to
I'll
go downtown?
The very first,
It's very difficult to deal with
I'll
women.
tell you
eh?
for fact, okay?
Yeah.
There are a lot of men who will not go down one.
Yes.
Cultural mindset. No, we have it.
Yeah.
Two,
Calm down.
there are a lot of ladies who don't know how to keep their private
True.
clean.
Yeah.
There are a lot of ladies that a guy will say, let me venture, and by the time he's going down, he's
He's
just
carrying
coming
for
back
life.
up, he's going up
Yeah.
back. So there are a lot of ladies who don't really know because if you love something, you need. It's like if you want someone to eat.
Wait, you don't manage your microphone.
Yeah, at least the microphone is not smelling.
Some of you don't clean up the things.
It's the same. Let's have a
Smelly also.
There are some men who definitely would like their lady to go down, but there are ladies who will not go because there are also some men who are not clean.
True.
But now, when it comes to maintaining both, one is more complicated than the other. So when I say yes, we can have other techniques of pleasing her, even in terms of the fingers. A lot of men don't know how to use the fingers.
Yeah.
That's why we have
That's why I
Just
said-
be
have
rough
the
handling
reason
it.
why I love the Western
Yeah, people
world-
don't use the
Google.
internet.
Yeah, that's what I said. The reason why I love the Western world is that they've made sex an art.
Yeah.
We've made it in such a way where it's just like
So conservative.
just voila. So we just. That's why in the past you had genital mutilation, because the idea was for the lady not to enjoy sex.
Before now, we could not even talk about it like
Yeah, we could not have this conversation.
At the past, it was genital mutilation was for the lady not to have sex so that she would not cheat. It was that, that was the easiest because they were cutting out the clitoris, so you're not excited. So at any point in time, your husband wanted you were just pleasing him.
Yeah, but I think today as
Women
well,
have been
we
through a
should
lot.
not also forget the part that not in all instances is the man's problem that he is not using other parts to satisfy the woman. Some women are also not very comfortable or not very welcoming. Sometimes you might want to use, but there are ladies who outrightly just be like, okay, I don't want you using this. I don't want this. I don't like fingers. I don't like this. I don't, there are women who are very, very protective of their parts if it's not direct penetration like that. It's also another issue.
And
But
that's why I think that people should have a lot of these conversations before getting married.
Exactly.
Because a
And
lot
they
of
should
things you
explore.
have to be
They should
sexually
explore.
compatible. Well, I watched a video the other day and somebody was saying that, sexual, there's nothing like sexual compatibility.
But
and
how do you do sexual compatibility
exists.
without fornicating? Now that is where the
That
controversy
doesn't
is.
no, you have to try to an extent, and he said that you can
To try and do.
You don't know
small,
how you do it.
and even the conversations in itself. You know why in the story person you know say it is so.
Yeah.
If we go by the logic, let's have sex after marriage, okay? The point is, if we are keeping ourselves for each other, it means that when we decide to have each other, we don't have to limit how we have.
How we have, yeah. That makes
Can I
sense.
agree on that?
That makes sense, yeah.
That
So
makes sense.
if
It
I
does.
say I'm keeping myself for you and I'm coming out, the moment when I feel like I should give you, then I start limiting how I give you, then we have a problem already.
Very true.
So which means that even if both are virgin, let's even put it at that level, the first thing you guys should do is, this is a conversation of how we're going to do this. You understand?
Yeah.
How are we going to exploit each other? To what extent are we going to go, and to how? Which means that we need to discover each and every one of us every time. We need to exploit ourselves and discover.
need
So
to
which
have
means
all
that
of you.
there's a pastor who says, I can't remember, and he said, you the wife, you're supposed to be a husband's bitch in the bedroom. It means out there
Hell yeah.
your Madame Geo folks, but in the room it's supposed to be a crazy environment.
Damn.
Because that's you. You cannot come in and say no because you're a man of God, you cannot have sex.
Oh.
Even the Bible is very clear about intimacy. Because the truth is, like I said in the beginning, is that you see the intimacy, that's what makes marriage special. Because if I'm not married, I have kids all around, I can still take care of the kids.
Yeah.
I have a girlfriend, I can still do something for her. What actually makes me a married man and different from my sister is the fact that I can kiss my wife, I can hold her, and we can have that bond, that intimate moment that I will not do with any regular person. So if I get to that point and I cannot do it, then we have a problem. That's why in the story, if I stick to the narrative, when you see the lady crying now, it means that somewhere, somehow, the man hasn't been open-minded, because if she cries out, it means she's supposed to cry.
Yeah,
He
and
did
the
not
man,
listen.
yeah, and the
And
man
it's not
has
been
not done
happening,
so
then
much.
she's getting to the point where, you know what, cool.
Very true.
So I feel
Very
like
true.
the man he needs, because also men also want to put in ego, but I'll say it again, women, no matter how much you claim riches, any man who cannot last is as poor as the poorest man on earth.
Yeah, but a normal man, the moment you are unable to maybe satisfy a woman, or you're not doing as much as you should, you should be bothered. Because first of all, I mean, on a normal, right, I was talking about women loving sex. It doesn't, men, it's very light, like if woman there for 100, man there for 90. Somebody like me, I will need it like every day, as long as we both like it.
No,
so if I am unable to have it every day, it's a problem. No, it's true. I need to start looking for ways by which I can make myself better, because I have to first of all be bothered before the woman. That's why most of the times I always say this, right? When you're taking care of yourself, it's not for your partner. First of all, it's for yourself. Imagine you don't have that partner again. Are you still going to? You will hardly ever have another lady again, because a 2 minutes man, or you will never have another lady. So you need to take care of yourself for you. Don't be selfish, so the woman can take care of herself for her, and then together you two can live a very happy marriage life. So at the end, I am not,
Okay,
doing bad.
conclusively
My best
speaking.
Yeah.
advice is, let them have a conversation. They are married, so unfortunately we can't say divorce. So the first thing we'll say is, let the man seek for help. Now it's not clear on the problems he may have had, whether it's a little penis or what, but let him seek therapy. From there they can begin. If that is actually they cannot solve the problem, let him be flexible with the lady being able to please herself in other ways. That wouldn't include cheating. I think we are in a world where it's preferable for the lady to know that she's going to use this one than for the lady to actually cheat. Ladies, that's another topic to say. Ladies can actually do it and you don't know. So it's better that you know that she's using that one and there's peace in the house, than for her to stop complaining.
Or the man should be active with hands and other things. It must not
Exactly.
necessarily be
That's what I
some
said, the-
artificial
Especially the
thing.
tongue.
Yes.
Yes, he can be creative with other parts of his body
They should have that.
that are very much alive and
Especially
active.
the tongue.
Anyway,
Yeah,
we can see you coming, Faith. We can see you coming.
it's okay. We hear you.
Yeah, we hear you. You say you will call your boyfriend after this. We hear you.
Please, my mother watches everything I do. My mommy
Yeah.
is I did not even mean it. I was just playing. I
You're
beg.
joking now.
Mommy, it's not true.
Are you
I
playing?
meant it. I just think that in as much as there has to be conversations between the two of them, I really think that a woman pleasing herself, even if she's married, is not a big issue. It's just different because orgasm with your partner or from somebody else always feels better. Yeah. So if the man can seek for help, or she can get herself something, or maybe just be her, use herself. You know, me the one just try sha. You need to become mama.
True.
Very coming is
You
very
need to be coming and going.
Nothing new hear this. Man,
Coming
anybody
is
come,
very
they go.
important.
Yeah.
And everything you do this new year as a married person, try to be coming. Yeah, exactly. What do you think about this particular confession? Beautiful people, drop your thoughts, drop your comments in the comment section. Do not forget to like, share, subscribe. See ya.